guys, it's Suzanne here. Do you want to learn how to make this tiny little wreath up here? Then stay tuned. Okay, so I have one of the small 8-inch wreath forms from Dollar Tree. They come in a 2-pack. This stuff is flying all over. And then I just wrap burlap ribbon around it with the lace on. And I'm using these flowers that just came out this year. They are called hopbush flowers. And I have my glue gun, and I'm just going to start gluing these on around this wreath. It's going to be a really simple wreath. It's just going to be basically these flowers glued right on around it, and that's it. I'm going to try to save as much of the greenery as I can. I'm going to cut the stems shorter, and then I'm going to glue it on. I'm just trying to use these flowers up. These have been sitting on the floor forever for me to do something with them, so I decided today is the day to use them up. I'm going to make a quick wreath with them, and then I'm going to be on my merry way to the next project, which is a gigantic fall wreath. I have 2 or 3 different ones that I'm going to be doing for fall. I know everybody's into the Christmas decorations already, but I still have a bunch of fall and Halloween things that I need to make. I am just gonna throw these on here. There's no really, I'm trying not to get the same color by the same color. You know, I'm not trying to put all the orange in one spot and all the green in one spot. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit that way, but other than that, I'm just letting the wreath take form as I'm making it. There's burn number 1. Yes! Couldn't have a project that did not burn me. Must destroy every ounce of skin on my body. I'm going to tell you, I got glue on my pants. I had on cotton leggings, and I got glue. Fell off of something that I was doing. I don't even remember what project I was doing. But I was sitting there with the leggings on, and the glue fell on my pants. And let me tell you about pain and burning. Oh my gosh. Because I could not get it off. Obviously, it was on my pants, and it went into the material. And that was really fun. I'm sitting there like, oh, and I'm lifting up the material of my pants. Yeah, because basically when that happens, you just have to wait for the glue to dry. And that's it. So, yeah, it was good times. I enjoyed it. Alright, see, I'm just letting it fall wherever it falls. I don't know what happened to his greens here. He's naked. Look at these guys trying to kill me. See that? You saw that. Look at this. I will burn you. All right. I'm excited to see what they put out for Christmas. See what kind of projects I can come up with for Christmas time. I try to make, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that do the same things that somebody else did. I try not to copy anybody's ideas. I really, really am trying not to copy anybody's ideas. Like, how many times do people want to watch the same video that somebody did, you know, before? And plus, I don't like, you know, I don't want to take credit for anybody else's work. That's not my kind of thing. If I redo something. There's nothing wrong with trying to make something that somebody else did. But if you're going to make a video on it, then just say, hey, you know what? This guy made it first, or this girl made it first. And here's a link down below. I don't want to take credit for anybody's work. That's not my style. I like to be original if I can. Come on, stick. Doesn't want to stay. You know, I want people to copy what I do. I want people to say, hey, look, I tried to make what you made. That's awesome. I want people to do that. I think I would get a little ticked off if somebody tried to be like, oh, look at my great idea that I came up with. I'm the original creator of it. Then that would get a little annoying. I mean, if you're going to make a project and you're going to make it, put a different spin on it than somebody else did, then it's an original idea. But if you're going to make it exactly the same and then post a video on there and try to pass it off as your original idea, that's not very nice. And no one has done that to me. I'm just saying I see that on there and I just think that's kind of not nice. Green. I'm ripping them off. Darn it. All right. I think, there we go. I think I might just do that. Yeah. I think when I get closer to the top, I'm just gonna pull these off. And I'll glue these leaves down, and then I'll glue the flower head without the stem on it to kind of finish it off here. Like this one could use some green behind it. I think it needs an orange over here to break it up a little bit. I'm going to add a white at the bottom. I'm just going to take it off of the top. You'll see where you need to stick in a color, where it looks like too much of one color in one spot. All right. Now I have this tiny little bouquet here, which I'll probably just bundle up, put a little, wrap a little ribbon around. And there's that little guy. Now I might make a wreath out of this green satin ribbon you can find at Dollar Tree. Alright, so start wrapping it around your finger a couple times. And then you're going to start twist, give it a twist. Make a loop. You don't want the loop to be too big because this is a pretty tiny little wreath here. Twist it again. Make another loop. It's hard to hold on to. The satiny stuff wants to just come out of your hands when you're making it. So you got to hold on pretty tight. And don't be like me, have your ribbon, your wire ready, your craft wire, if you're making a ribbon, a bow. Okay, so then, if you want to make a tail, you just simply, you can make it have 3 tails, or 2 tails, or 4 tails. I'm just going to, I think I'm going to make one more loop here. I'm going to give it one more twist. And then I'm going to take this ribbon and fold it in on itself. Let me take this tape off the end. There we go. I'm going to take this end and I'm just going to fold it under into a big giant loop so it's longer than the rest of the loops that I made. That'll be your tail. Okay, once you get this through your finger and where your thumb is pinching together, put the wire right through here. Okay, then stick it underneath the big loop that you just made. All right, pull it to the back and twist really tight. All right, and then you can snip it, and then you can take this really long part here and you can cut it in half. God, these scissors are filled with hot glue. I don't think they're even going to cut. There we go. And then you can maneuver your ribbon a little bit. This ribbon wants to do some weird stuff and just fold and curl and be all weird. And if one loop is bigger than the other, just pull it a little bit. You should be able to pull it enough to make them even. That's what I'm trying to do here, is even them out a little bit, because there are a couple that aren't even as the others are. Alright, then you can put your bow at the top. If you don't want to put it at the top, you could put it at the bottom and just smush it in there. I'm hating this ribbon right now. Too smushy. I'm not liking it at the top either. Let me see. Gosh, this ribbon is awful to make bows with. If you're not very good at making bows, I would not suggest using this satin ribbon, because it is a pain in the butt. It's kind of decent there. It'll work, I guess, right? You know, keep fooling around with this ribbon. You're like, ah, I'm going to watch you for half an hour pulling on the stupid ribbon. I'm trying to see what was going to... Well, ain't that the shit. Okay. Well, screw this ribbon. That's what I say. Screw you. I didn't want you on my wreath anyway. Rat bastard. Anyway, look at that beautiful wreath. No ribbon needed. I'm done. I'm seriously done with this. Thanks for watching, guys.